Gabe's crying already. Lovely.
Oh, it might be okay. We'll see.
He'll survive. I think he'll be okay. Okay, so last session, you guys visited and delivered news to Joy Crustyleaf about her son. You fought the Lady of the River and took her magic dagger. You came to the Temple of Good and Evil. And as you're about to leave, Francis slipped on some rocks, fell backwards into the eastern wall, lodging a hidden door wide open, revealing a spiral staircase downward. So the walls in this room are all marble, white marble. And upon looking down the staircase, it looks like it goes quite a ways down. This area is lit. The flames ignited almost as immediately when the door kicked open. Almost like a magical flame.
And there's just like stairs descending down.
Yes.
Okay.
It was just like lights on low power standby. As soon as we opened the door, they came on.
I know.
Like
they
motion lights.
must be motion sensing.
It's like a Walmart bathroom. It's fancy.
Okay, well, wanting to protect my brave comrades here, I shall venture down these stairs.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I say we send Garamond down first.
I knew that was coming.
So I'm going to push Garamond down the stairs. Just mostly joking, but kind of hoping maybe he falls and
Okay.
grievously hurts himself.
Yeah, he rolled a 1 on his save, so you definitely chuck him down the stairs. So you guys see your cleric barely push Garamond, who just goes flying down the stairs unexpectedly.
I went to clap him on the back, like, good job, guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to be gentle with him. He's not the most durable.
I'm guessing he might be easily breakable, particularly in the downward direction.
Oh, by the way, you guys are level 4, so I don't think the dwarf was leveled up to 4. So
Nope. I super not.
there you go.
Surprise!
So Garamond starts going down the stairs, end over end, just like flipping forwards, until he finally stops. And once he gains his composure, after going down probably, 15 to 20 stairs, he looks back and sees you, Francis. And in your head, you hear him say, "That was a dick move." He gets up, dusts himself off, and starts walking down ahead of you guys. The stairs spiral down a few levels. Upon getting to the bottom of the stairs, it appears as though the smooth walls just end abruptly, and the hallway opens up into a massive cavern. So massive, it looks like a sea of darkness. You can't tell how far ahead the walls would be because it just goes right into darkness. Garamond turns back to you, Francis, and says, "Light."
I will cast light. I will cast light to illuminate the cavern.
Okay. Now, when you cast light, you can see about 50 feet up. You can start to see the ceiling. There's a hole that's about 30 feet in front of you guys. That's opened up in the middle of this cavern. Looking across, it looks like that hole is about 100 feet across to the other side, and it's you can actually walk around the hole. Like there's ground around it, but there's just this giant hole in the middle of this cavern. You can't really make out a lot of the details of the walls or anything that's too far ahead of you, just because of how big this room is and how it kind of just eats up that light. But you can feel a steady wind swirling around, almost like it's coming out of this hole. It's a hot, humid wind.
So how big is the hole relative to the room? I mean, is it half the size, a third of the size, or does it occupy most of the room?
So the walkway around, it occupies most of it. The walkway around, from what you can tell on each side here, you probably have about 30 feet between the wall and the hole. So it's a large room. I mean, you're talking about at least 160 feet wide. And who knows how deep.
Is there like an exit out of this cavern, like
Doesn't
on the
appear.
other side of the hole, or?
You can't see one. It's hard to tell.
Okay, and you're saying that like a air is wafting up, or there we can feel air coming up from the hole and swirling around the room.
Definitely. Yep. Yeah, you can
And it's
feel a
warm?
wind. Yeah, it's a warm, humid air.
Does it smell of anything?
It has kind of a. It just smells hot, like a, you know, not like something's burning, but you know how like when you can tell if something's like if you just turn the oven on, the coils heat up, and you're like, oh, it's hot.
So I'm gonna try and find like like a stone or loose object or something like that near me, and I'm gonna walk closer to the hole.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna chuck it down the hole.
Okay. So as you throw it down the hole, you hear from down in there, you start to hear almost as the wings started flapping. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh boy.
It's okay. I rolled a 1.
We've been on this for like 5 minutes and we got to roll initiative already.
See, I wrote here in my notes, investigating the hole will alert something.
I rolled a 7.
14.
19.
7, 20 for Francis?
No, 14.
Oh, 14 for Francis. Gotcha. And then what did Vic get?
19.
19. Okay. So Vic, you throw this rock down the hole. You start hearing this flapping sound. I better roll for Garmon. All right, cool.
I'm going to shove him down the hole. So as I hear that flapping noise, I'm actually gonna start to move fairly quickly around the edge of the hole, but keeping an eye
Right or left?
on it. Yeah, we're going with left.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm not necessarily going to be like quiet and move slowly.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm actually, I think I'm just gonna move around the hole because I don't know where it's coming from in the hole, like what side of the hole or anything like that.
As you start moving to the left, you can kind of make out from the light off of Francis that there's like small holes in the walls along the sides here. They're not huge. I mean, they're good. Like I wouldn't probably be squeezing in and out of them, but you know, someone a little smaller than me could definitely squeeze in and out of these things.
Okay, I don't want to be against the wall.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to be. I'm just letting you know.
Yep.
All right.
So you're saying that there are like crevices, indentations in the side of the wall that you could conceal, you could hide yourself in or squeeze yourself in, and
you could, yeah. Yep.
Or something can be in there and it could jump out of the hole and grab me.
Maybe.
Seems like a high possibility.
It's possible.
And that's what Vic is thinking, which is why she's going to avoid the wall.
Okay.
And
all right, so you're going left.
Yes.
All right. So Vic goes. Now Francis, what are you doing? You following her? You gonna do something else?
Before she gets too far, I am going to cast Bless on the three of us.
Nice. Okay. And then are you wanting to move? Or are you going to stay put at the entrance to this cavern?
Am I close to? I'm still close to the staircase.
No. So the staircase came down, and then there was a hallway, and then the
Oh,
hallway
okay.
opened up.
Got it. All right. Well, then I will. I'm going to move in the opposite direction of Vic,
Okay.
and I am going to try to position myself near a crevice. But until I see what's there, I'm not going to jump in one.
Okay. So as you go right, Garuman kind of steps up, and he walks over to the edge to look down. And as he looks down, you guys just hear him say, "Oh shit!" And that was his turn. And now it's the dwarf. What's your character's name again, Nicole?
Cat.
Cat. That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go also to the right.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to look into one of the crevices to see if I can fit, since I'm smaller.
Oh yeah, yeah. You would definitely fit.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb right on up in one.
So when you climb in, though, you do notice it doesn't seem to have like a back. Like this must be like a small tunnel that goes somewhere.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, they're gonna get you.
Yeah, or I'm gonna body crawl away from whatever's coming up the hole from us and be.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, remember, you guys, I'm really smart, so I know these things.
So out of the hole next to Francis, pokes its head. It's a. Let's see if let me put this picture in there because I don't think I have that.
Whacked in the head by some worm thing.
Something's gonna happen. I don't know what. I mean, we're gonna find out. Let's see. It's gonna take me a second. But anyway, so something does poke its head out, and from out of the hole flies this large, about 10-foot tall, like body length, wyvern with wings, and it's flapping its wings, and it sees Francis's light. And so it makes a line towards Francis. And it's going to attack you with its claws first. Let's see. I don't think that's going to be good enough. That's definitely not good enough. 13 to hit on the first attack. And once it misses, it's going to bite down at you. And that might be good enough. Does an 18 hit you?
It does not. My helmet saves me narrowly.
Ooh.
I feel like that probably would have hit had we not defeated the barbarian, but
See, so then you're good. So then the drake that comes out next to you will also try and bite you.
wait. So I got a 10-foot wide, a 10-foot long wyvern that flew out of the hole.
Yep, and it came at you because of the light.
Yep.
And then next to you, out of the hole, like one of the small holes, was a drake that poked out at you. Looks like a small, like almost crocodile-looking thing. I'm trying to get this little picture up for you, because here it is. Can you see that? Might be too small.
Kinda.
It looks super
Pow.
familiar.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
does,
like
doesn't it?
we repurposed that image from a previous game
Right.
most recently played last weekend.
I also used the same or it's not the same monster. It's a little different. But yeah. So there you go. So that just poked out near you, Francis, thanks to your light coming over and disturbing his slumber. And over by you, Vic, another one of these also comes. Oh, sorry. Did this one actually hit you? Let's see. So that's 16, but he gets pack tactics. Yep, he misses. So he misses you, Francis. Now, Vic, one pokes out near you, and you see it just start scurrying across and come at you. And it's going to miss as well. So they all just miss. They just stink at this, apparently.
You suck.
Pretty much. So.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. It was her turn, though. Fine, we'll just skip you. We'll just skip you.
It's gonna be just a second.
That's okay. All right, we'll skip her. We'll go to Francis and we'll come back to her. What you doing, Francis?
Okay, so is
the Drake doesn't have wings.
The Drake is on the ground. Is where is Cat relative to me?
She went into a hole, probably behind you.
All right, so
she has less movement than you.
Okay, so if I cast a 10-foot radius spell, it's going to hit both of the Drake and the Wyvern, but not Cat.
She has cover.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and cast Shatter.
Ooh, nice.
So that's 3d8 of thunder damage, con save for half.
Con save for half. Okay, so didn't make
and I rolled well.
Drake. And so the Drake did not make the save.
19.
And the Wyvern did not either. So I don't think 13 doesn't make the save, correct?
Well, I don't know. It's con. It's a con save.
Right, but it would be based on your spellcaster, your DC.
Yeah, what's your spell save DC?
Yeah.
15.
All right, so I didn't make it. So 19 points of damage?
Yes.
All right.
Spell save.
So
would my spell save have changed because I leveled?
It goes up when you get a proficiency bonus, or if you bump your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, it's 8 plus your spellcaster plus your proficiency. Okay, yeah, it's 15.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So you heard the Drake next to you. You can tell really did not like that at all. Like it's kind of cowering, like from its mannerisms. It's kind of like when a dog knows it did something bad and you scolded it, and its like ears go down and everything. Like the Drake's kind of acting like that all of a sudden. And the Wyvern, while it didn't like that, it seems to still be coming at you strong. So yeah, she's not there. So we will go over to Garuman. So Garuman will sling an Eldritch Blast at the Wyvern. He will hit. All right, so he dealt some damage to it. And then it is the Dwarf Cat's turn.
All right, so how far am I from either of them?
So you're in the hole. If you wanted, you could get out and attack that Drake or the Wyvern if you wanted to.
Okay.
Or you could just hide in the hole. Depends on what you want to do.
Well, I can also do my Radiant Sunbolt, which is a ranged attack. So I could probably do that from the...
There you go.
So I'm going to do that. Ow. As I get attacked by my dog. So I'm going to do that at the Drake.
Okay.
13.
That hits.
Yes. Okay. We're having a good night.
Cat's on a roll already.
So that's 7 points of damage.
You killed it.
Yes.
Bleh. Drake just goes belly up.
Crush it.
All right. It is Vic's turn, but technically she was earlier. But we will now let the Wyvern. He's probably going to turn his attention, and he's probably going to go after the Eldritch. Or no, he's going to go back after the Cleric. He didn't like that very much. So first attack with the claws. No good. Next attack with the bite. No good. Misses both. And now the Drake on Cat. Or not Cat, but Vic. That's going to miss. All right, go, Vic. Your turn.
Sorry. There was this.
Your friend Cat killed a Drake.
Oh, yay. Good job. You did
from my hidey hole.
Cool. Okay, so I am going to bonus action rage.
Good idea.
And then I will go ahead and I will attack. Yeah, I will attack with my longsword.
Okay.
Oh, and that's a crit.
Okay, double damage dice.
12 damage.
That's it. That's with your 2 from rage and everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's a weak crit.
Well, you know,
Damn.
it's only one longsword. I rolled a 2 for one of them. So, like, I only do
Alright.
so much. I'm
All right.
trying.
All right. So you hit the Drake. No, you heard it pretty bad. But yeah. So, anyways, it is now back at the top of the order. It's now your turn again, Vic.
Sweet. Okay, so I will go ahead and attack it again.
You do that.
I'll actually attack it with my longsword and a hand axe.
Oh.
Ooh, hey, look at that. That's another crit. Same die, too.
With the sword?
Yeah. So the other one was a 14.
No.
No.
Does that hit?
14 damage? Oh, 14 to hit? Yeah. Both will hit.
Yeah.
You might want to do the
Oh.
crit damage first, though, because you might not.
Because remember, you get to add die 4 to all your attack rolls.
Oh, that too, yeah. Because of bless.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Where you hit, so you didn't need to.
That's fair. Awesome.
14, 20 points of damage.
All right. You killed him. That was from your crit?
That was both.
Oh, okay. Well, if you killed him with the one, you could have just thrown your hand axe at the other one, at the wyvern, probably. That's why I said just do
Okay.
the
Well,
crit
the hand axe was 6.
Okay, so you killed the Drake with your longsword, and then you chuck your hand axe across the room at the wyvern. I know that's technically further away than what you could do, but I'm going to allow it. And you do 6 points of damage to the wyvern as it embeds it. The hand axe embeds itself right in the back of the wyvern. All right.
I pull out my other hand axe and let out a loud war cry.
Nice. Francis.
I'm going to swing my warhammer right on top of the wyvern's head.
Oh.
I am going to definitely miss. 9, 10,
Yeah,
11.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Yep.
By the way, Cameron's the first to comment, Paula.
Cameron's always the first one.
All right. So you missed the wyvern. It is now Garman's turn. He's going to shoot with an Eldritch Blast. He's going to hit again for 4 points of damage. So he has hit the wyvern a couple times. And it is now our dwarven friend's turn. Come on, cat, with the dog.
Yay. All right, I am going to attack with my flare or my radiant sunbolt.
Here we go.
Let's see, 13.
Hits.
Yes. And 6 points damage.
All right. So the wyvern now lands on the ground. It's obviously next to Francis. It is now going to try and bite you first. And that's 21. So he does hit you, right? 21 hits.
Begrudgingly.
For 10 points of damage from his bite. But then you see he kind of like perks down.
Is that piercing or slashing?
Piercing damage.
Okay.
He kind of perks down, and you see his tail with a stinger come up over the top like a scorpion. And let's see if this hits. Oh my gosh, that's not good. Crit. So 5. Oh my
Gonna
goodness.
get you.
5 and 12 is 17, 18, 19, 21 points of damage.
Ouch.
And you must make a DC 15 con save.
How many points? 21?
20, I don't remember. Something like that.
21. So 8. Okay. All right, but fortunately I get blessed, so I get a +4 to my save, or get a die 4 to my save. Con?
Yeah, con save.
20.
Okay, so you make it. So you're going to take half damage of this. So you're going to take 3 poison damage as well on top. Ooh, what was that? That was loud. Ooh.
Sorry.
All right.
You know what? I think I'm going to use my reaction to thunderously rebuke him on the hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to use Wrath of the Storm, and he gets a dex save for half.
Okay. 13 is no good. It had to be a 15, right? Or no?
Right.
That's okay. All right.
So 11.
Oh, it has to be an 11?
No.
11
So he
points of
takes
damage.
11.
Gotcha. All right. So he's still looking pretty strong. He's barely showing any signs of wear and tear. Like you've done some damage, don't get me wrong, but he seems to be going really strong still. And it is now Vic's turn.
Okay, so approximately how far away from the rest of my party am I?
You're about, I'd say 50 feet away, maybe 40 feet.
Okay. So I'm gonna use
And I think you have to either hit or be hit this round or you lose your rage.
So I can't. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to move 30 feet and then throw a javelin at it if I have to hit something to maintain rage.
Yeah, I'm double checking it now. I'm pretty sure you do.
I didn't know. If you haven't attacked a hostile creature, yeah, you have to attack or take damage. Okay, so yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll move forward 30 feet, and then I'm gonna take my javelin. I'm gonna throw my javelin at it.
Okay.
So that is a 21, 23.
That'll hit.
And that is 5 points of damage.
Woo! Big damage here.
I'm gonna yell out that everybody should get behind me. Get back behind me. These things are terrifying. Clearly, you can't hold your own.
Dang.
So hearing this, Francis, what do you want to do?
Is anybody within 10 feet of me besides the wyvern?
She has now closed the distance to be about 10 feet away from you. And yes, they're all actually 10 feet, within 10 feet of you.
All right. And is Vic sort of still behind me? Am I between Vic and the wyvern?
Vic is behind the wyvern, and I've pictured you kind of being between the wyvern and the wall.
Okay. All right. So so he's within melee range of me? I'm
Yes.
not. Yeah.
You could pivot around him, which would put you next to Vic, though.
All right. I am going to move back behind Vic, and I'm going to heal myself because otherwise I'm dead next round.
Okay. Sounds good. And Garmon is going to stay exactly where he's at. He's probably going to move back because that's how he would probably play his character. And he's going to shoot an Eldritch Blast. He's going to hit. He's going to do another 5 damage. And the wyvern is not liking that, by the way. And it is now the dwarf's turn. Come on, cat.
All right. So I'm going to attack with my Radiant Sunbolt.
Okay.
15.
Hits.
Before 7 points of damage. And then I'm going to spend a key point and do a second attack with it.
Okay.
Which is a 14.
That'll hit.
6 points of damage.
Nice. All right. And it's his turn. So he is now going to perk up over at Cat. Or not Cat, but Vic. He's going to bite at you first. Which is 21.
That'll hit.
For 9 points of damage. And then he perks up and shoots, or I'm sorry, gets down and shoots his tail up over his back like a scorpion to try and pierce you, and misses, hitting the ground. And it is now your turn.
Me?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna. I assume he's right on top of me now.
Yes.
He's right in front of me. Okay, so I will go ahead and pull out my longsword.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out my hand axe, and I'm gonna chop at him, swing at him.
Okay.
And both of those hit. It's like an 18 and a 23.
Yep, both will hit.
So, 16 points of damage.
Nice. So it lets out a loud screech, and blood starts trickling down from where you just stabbed it and slashed it. And it is now Francis's turn.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh, good call.
All right. Just try not to. Oh, yeah, 25.
Yup.
14 points.
Nice. And he starts to kind of shimmer.
And the next attack has advantage.
Starts to shimmer. Oh,
Yeah?
because of the guiding bolt. Sorry, I was just like, it just starts to glow furiously.
So Garamon, he's gonna just start like making his way around the hole the other direction. As he's doing that, it is now Cat's turn.
How far away am I from the others?
You're not too far. I mean, you're within like 30 feet of them, but the wyvern is now in between you and Cat, or you and Vic and Francis.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I'm at then, and I'm gonna do my Radiant Sunbolt.
Okay, you get advantage, so you can roll 2d20.
Sweet, because that was not a good roll. That wasn't really that much better.
You can add the die for.
Yeah. Let's see. 14. So thank goodness for
That hits.
All right. 5 points of damage.
Not enough. All right, Vic. So this wyvern is like teetering. It looks weak. You almost feel like you could blow on it and it would die.
Damn.
Please allow me to dispatch this for you.
I just set that up for you. You're welcome.
Ooh.
The guiding bolt was pretty good though.
Yeah,
And
whatever.
and the shatter and the
It was all me. It's fine.
that
Did
thunderous
we say-
rebuke or whatever.
Did we say a 14 hits?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah, let's not worry about the 40 points we did before. Let's worry about the 5 that we just did.
Yes, duh.
okay, that is gonna be 10 damage.
You killed it.
Okay, so basically Vic steps up and says, "Everybody get out of the way." and she launches herself off of the wyvern's kind of back foot and drives her sword through his neck.
Oh, nice.
From the top.
Okay. So Garumon's making his way around the hole. You guys see out of the corner of your eye, he seems to be looking in the back of the cave. And as he kind of gets back there, you guys can tell from where you're at, there's like a symbol, like a set of Dwarven runes that start glowing on like a stone in the back of the room.
There's a stone in the back of the room. Hold on, we didn't even check the wyvern's pockets yet.
Yeah, you find nothing on the wyvern.
Oh, he doesn't have like a, conveniently.
He had a Vorpal sword. He had a Vorpal sword just sitting there that he failed to use against you. Yeah, no, nothing.
Okay, fine. Okay, so he's at the back of the cave, like opposite the entrance we came in.
Yes.
Okay. And there's some sort of glowing rune.
Yeah, but it's glowing in red.
Which is generally not an advisable color to be glowing.
Do any of you understand Dwarven?
Sure don't.
I think I do.
You do? What about Francis? Do you?
No, I'm more the elvish type.
Okay. So then I'm going to send in the chat here to Cat.
Oh boy.
I'll start heading towards the room.
Hang on, let me pull up
as I do, I'm gonna I'll kind of point out, do you guys think it's a button? Maybe we should push it.
Don't push the red button.
Just like trace it. What should we do? I could hit it.
I think we need to be careful. I think this might be a case of when the dwarves dug too deep.
That's in a movie one time. There was a troll.
Well, it's a cavern and a deep pit and a hot wind and dwarven runes.
Are you guys moving closer to the Dwarven runes?
Yes, I am.
As you get closer, you can see that there's a sword in the stone that the rune is on.
Oh, guys, I saw a movie about this one too.
And as you guys approach, it does the rune, rather than glowing red, does start to change to like a bluish green.
Blue is good.
It's because I have such a calming effect on things. I think it's really sensing my inner nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's it actually.
So, did we decide if we're gonna push it?
Wait,
push the rock.
push what?
I don't know. Like maybe you can
The sword?
Just, like.
Does anybody read? Can anybody read what that says?
I can read what it says since I'm a dwarf.
Oh, well, let's ask the dwarf.
I thought you'd never ask. I'm just
What's that?
over here.
What's that say, Kat?
So it says that only that of a pure heart can pull the sword.
Oh,
So
guys,
definitely not it.
I got this. I totally got this. It'll be fine.
Give me
I
a
mean,
strength check, Paula, if you are trying to do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do I still get blessed? Just
Sure.
Just for clarity.
Add everything. Add it all.
I feel like this is not going to go well for me, you guys. 20.
So you start pulling on it, and it feels like impossible. Like for a second, you almost feel like it's starting to go, and then it shocks your hand, and you let go.
Told ya.
Well, it's kind of wedged in there, guys. I don't know that it's gonna come out. We should just move along.
What do you want to do, Francis?
Well, as the old scriptures say, woe to him who claims a pure heart falsely. So I am not one to step up and say I have a pure heart. And so I do not think that I am an ideal candidate to take a try. Is there anything else about the runes that we see, or anything else? I mean, is it just stuck in a miscellaneous stone at the end of sitting in the middle of the room?
Behind the stone, glad you asked. You actually see gold coins sprinkled around the ground. About 138 gold pieces. What about the monk? Does the monk want to try?
Can I just look? Are the coins are they familiar, or do they look like they're from an earlier time?
They're older. Yeah, I mean they're not like thousands of years old, but they're an older set of gold coins.
Okay.
I'll give it a shot because I mean I've never turned down a dare, but yeah, that's let's see. 17.
So the monk steps up and she like braces to like pull this out as hard as she can, and she has no problem pulling the short sword out. It's a dwarven make sword, and it actually glows a little bit before it stops glowing as it attunes to her.
Well, I mean, I clearly loosened it up for you.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, but
Well, clearly that is definitely a hard-earned reward for 5 points of damage. But yeah, that's good.
I mean, I'm just saying, I did a lot of work on those bad guys while I was laying down.
While you were hiding in the hole.
She abided by the number.
I didn't get dropped for one.
I was gonna say, Francis, you didn't have to spend a spell slot saving her. You're able to do it for damage.
You're welcome.
Right?
Yeah, and in fact, you ended up having to save yourself instead. So
no kidding. That almost took me out. That was grievous.
Who didn't get any damage during that fight?
The one who hid in the hole.
Saying. Excellent hiding spot.
Awesome.
And now I have a sword.
And you guys have 138 gold.
So after she removes this sword, like, does the area around it change, or was it just like
the rune
sword,
symbol
or?
does go out, and actually the rune like is completely gone. It's not like you can't even tell where it was. But yeah, other than the gold and the sword, you don't see anything else in here. But from this angle in the cavern, you can see above the hole, like in the ceiling, there is an opening at the very top of this cavern that does lead out, but there's no way to get up there from here.
Are there any exits out of this?
No, doesn't look like it.
Just the way that we came?
That's what it looks like.
And did the wyvern come from the pit, from the bottom?
Yeah, it came from down in the hole somewhere.
The drakes came out of the
holes in the sides.
The holes in the side.
Mm-hmm.
So can we see down the hole?
Do you want to go up and look down it?
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you look down the hole, it's so dark and deep that you cannot see where the bottom would be. But you do see on the one side there is like a ledge where the wyvern's nest was. And it looks like just a bunch of bones, like
How
animal
far down
bones and
is
stuff.
that?
That's probably a good 50 feet down.
So can I? Are there rocks and other loose rubble kind of in the cavern?
Yes.
That if I can cast light on, if I can use my light cantrip to illuminate it, can I then chuck it down and see how far the bottom of the hole is?
Unfortunately, light, you can't cast it on something. You cast it on a point, I think is how it works. Yeah. But you could try and cast light as far down as you could and throw a rock and see if you hear something. But you do not see or hear a bottom. It goes hundreds of feet to the point where you can't even see how far down it goes. And the closer you are to the edge, the more strong the wind, like the stronger the winds are. And so it almost feels dangerous to stand close to the edge as well.
So do we think...
If only you had a wizard that could go down and fight the Baelor and come back in a few levels.
Yeah. Yep.
Just for the record, Lee, light is cast. You touch an object.
Yeah.
Oh, it is on an object? How?
Yeah.
And what's the range on it?
Well, it's within 10 feet. Wait.
It doesn't...
One object that is no larger than 10 feet in any direction. So any kind of object. And you can move it, you can cover it, you can carry it.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to throw it down there, that'd be fine.
All right, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's super deep, and the light's just going to disappear anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like there's anything interesting in that nest, though?
Not from your vantage point, no. Do you want to try and climb down to it?
I mean, I don't think that would be a terrible idea.
Okay.
Do we have anybody with good climbing, like a monk?
I mean, like, maybe, but, you know, I could also wing it.
No pun intended. I could also give Garmin a nice slap on the back as he stands near the edge.
Garmin's like, please don't do that again. He's like, my climbing is not very good.
Yeah, I
know.
Mean, I'd be happy to climb down there, but, you know.
He tells you, I'll cast guidance on you.
If Kat would prefer to, then that's okay as well. No?
No, I'm good.
Do you have 50 foot of rope?
Oh, sure do. I hope so.
50 foot or 30 foot? Do you have 50 foot?
Oh, 50 feet. So why don't you guys just like hold on to the other end? Right?
All right.
I'll climb down. I mean, there's basically zero chance this could go wrong.
Okay.
And you have guidance cast on you.
Yeah.
So Garmon comes up and touches you. You get an extra D4 on your roll.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, let's do this. We got it.
All right. So it's going to take you 2 rounds to get down there. The first DC is a 14.
Is this athletics?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have inspiration or anything? How bad was it?
Yeah. I mean, like, I rolled a 2, but my D4 got me a 4. You know? So that gets me all the way up to 8.
So you start to get down and you make it 10 feet. You make it 10 feet into the 50-foot climb and you start to fall. Give me another athletics check to try and grab the rope before you smack down into the ledge. And don't worry, this one's probably going to be a little bit easier.
Oh, I got this one. This one I got a 23.
Okay. So as you start to fall, you grab the rope and it takes a couple feet for you to get a good grip. So you do take damage to your hands. You take 3 points of damage of like rug burn to your hands as you stop yourself. But you're now about halfway down the rope. Give me one more athletics check to see if you can get down. And this time you just got to beat a 9.
Oh, yeah. 22.
Cool. So you make it down into the nest. You start looking around. Give me a perception check.
18.
So you see on one of the bones looks like a loose ring with some symbols on it.
I'll pull that off. Can I read the symbols that are on it?
No, they're faded. So it's like, I mean, this is an old ring. You can't read it.
Okay.
Like even if you could understand the language, it's so worn out. You can't.
Well, I didn't know if it had, like a convenient like fire symbol or,
No. It just says
No
one
way.
ring to rule them all, whatever that means.
Or whatever. Like, please put this on so your armor class increases. You know, something like that. It didn't come with like
That'd be kind of convenient, wouldn't it?
you know, a manual or something.
Oh, it does come with a manual.
Oh, okay,
It
perfect.
says do not touch.
Does
This
it have
does
a
not
warranty?
belong to you.
Okay.
There's a
Cool.
2-year warranty that expired about 200 years ago.
Okay, perfect. So I will slip that in my pocket, and
You
then
sure you don't want to slip it on your finger?
I mean, if I put it on my finger, will I find out what it does?
I mean, probably. That's
Okay.
the easiest way to find out what stuff does is to use it, right?
So I'm gonna kind of slip it on my finger. I'll kind of take a look at my hand a few times.
It gets really tight on your finger, like really tight.
Okay, I'm just gonna book it up the rope
Yep.
with the you
Give
know,
me 2
tight
athletics checks with your guidance.
That first one though was another 2.
A 2 total with your athletics check and everything?
Oh no, it was 2. It was like 6.
Are you sure? With the D4, with your
Yeah,
modifier.
Yeah, I only got a 2 on that. My
So
modifier is
basically, you start climbing the rope and you fall right back into the nest.
but the next one I got a 23 on.
All right, yeah, you get to the top, no problem. When you guys see her come back up to the top, you see that she's got this ring, and it looks really nice actually from your guys' vantage point. And as you look down, Vic, it doesn't look old anymore, and you feel like you have an increase of 1 to your armor class.
Ooh.
And it's not tight anymore. Like you feel like you could take it off if you wanted to.
Hey guys, I found this really cool ring down in the nest. It's making me feel rather agile and quick.
Well, it's nice to see that you just helped yourself to it.
Well,
I
no,
didn't
so
quite realize that's what we were doing, but okay.
the last thing I wanted to happen was to head all the way down there to get us some treasure and then drop it on my way up. So I just wanted to ensure that it, you know, worked out properly, and then we can avoid the, you know, the paranoia of Francis on don't put the ring on, don't stir the weird water, whatever, don't drink from the well.
Hey, he fell in love with that woman not too long ago.
Yeah, I mean, come on. So no, I'll actually take it off, and I mean we can figure out who it makes the most sense for. It's fine. It's fine.
Well,
You know.
who does it make? Who ought to wear it for the time being? Because I'm kind of trying to decide whether it's Garamond, no, whether it's the massive fighter who's going to be exposed to all sorts of danger on a near moment-to-moment basis, or if it's going to be the one of us that just runs and hides and like lobs little flames from the.
Or the one who keeps getting whacked in the head all of the time and going down with 1 hit.
Yeah.
Right. Or her.
You know.
I feel like
Garamond's like, I don't want any magic items.
of course it is.
Don't give me anything.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an option.
We weren't.
So.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys kind of between the two of you decide who ought to wear it, at least for now. But
I'll actually I'll take it off and kind of toss it over to Kat and say, maybe you should give it a shot for a minute.
and she did get a sword. So
Did get a sword.
you don't have any kind of magic items yet, do you, Vic? You have a crown of thorns.
Oh yeah, that's just for show though. It just makes me look extra fancy.
Yeah.
No, I'm naturally this talented.
Well, I don't know. For what it's worth, I think you could probably use a little more. You could use a little help. Your talent could use a little help. So I was just joking about helping yourself. Yeah, it probably makes sense for you to wear it.
I mean, I'm not sure now whether I should be
Insulted?
offended or just take your charity. Like, I don't know what's the best route.
Well, as the old scriptures say, charity is next to godliness. So I would encourage you to listen to the wise counsel of your cleric and counselor.
I love it.
I put the ring on because she tossed it to me, so I'm gonna put it on.
So yeah, it would do
Nope.
the same thing for you if you did do that.
Nobody listens to me. That's fine. All right.
The short sword, just so you know, it can identify evil.
Ooh.
So if you are within 60 feet of evil, something with an evil alignment, it will glow subtly. It's also +1 to hit and +1 damage.
Cool. So,
Does it start glowing when Garoman gets near?
Nope, he's not evil. He's neutral good.
Just checking.
does it glow when she holds it?
She's lawful good.
Damn.
Oh, like you're extra good.
That's
Yeah.
why she was able to pull it out.
Oh, you're like fancy
Did-
good. That's clearly why it didn't work for me.
Didn't even try. And I'm the one who gets all the grief for being straight and by the book. I just live by different
You need to
books.
loosen up and have a few drinks with us next time. It'll be fine. Drunk all the time.
It kind of matches, your natural personality, right? Okay. So
All right, I got to go say goodnight to a kid, so I'll be back. You guys figure out where we're going next
do you
and
wanna
decide.
do you want to take like a quick break? Because I could put.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do a quick break.
Okay.
All right, 3
All right.
minutes.
Cool.
All right.
All right. So we got the equipment all set up. It doesn't look like it's taking into account the ring of protection, just so you know.
Right.
So you'll just
Oh,
have
now
to
it is.
remember. Oh, it is now? It's saying
Yeah.
16 now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then you should be good. I don't know why it's weird like that, though. Anyways. Yeah, and then the short sword, you're just going to have to remember it's a +1
It added it too.
also. Okay, perfect. Good. Then I did it right. The short sword I had to custom create real quick. So, okay, so you guys are in the cavern. You see an opening at the center, like at the very top, like 50 feet up, and directly over this hole. But yeah, it does not appear as though there's any other exits. What would you like?
Have we spent, while we're taking this short rest, can we check around for any other secret doors or passages off this, out of this cavern?
Give me perception checks. And where roughly are you looking? Are you like crawling through the holes? Are you east, north, south, west? South is where the opening was to the stairway.
I drew a really technical map.
Very technical.
Yeah, that's kind
basically
of like
it.
what mine looked like.
That's it. You guys got it.
I have a 15, and I'm checking kind of by where the sword was.
So the sword was in the north?
Yes. It's the sword of the north.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I'm going to check to the right, which I think is east if I've oriented it correctly, where
Yep.
I went.
Okay. And what'd you roll?
Perception. 17.
So you don't find a door. You peeking around, you see through these holes. It almost is like these holes like link up with each other. And it looks like upon in looking at it, the drakes had burrowed these holes out, and they kind of would go in and hide and come out and poke around on the other side.
so I received a 13.
Yep.
And I would like to check the area around where we entered.
Okay. So you start looking around the staircase and the white marble walls, and you don't see anything, any secret doors or anything. You just see a lot of nice white marble.
I mean, clearly there's nothing else left here.
Okay. So should we make our way back up the staircase into the Hall of Good and Evil with all the crumbled, broken statues that we've laid to waste?
Garamond says, "Sounds like we need to just get out of this place."
Yeah, I mean,
He tells you
What kind
guys.
of-
He tells you guys, "You're a little reckless, and I don't know. Once we get to Port Obsidia, I don't know if I can travel with you guys anymore. You didn't listen about the girl. You kept going. You almost died there. You almost got eaten."
excuse me, but she was very good looking. I'm just saying,
Very good looking.
you have to give us a pass for
She had a
that.
very nice voice.
You know, if my heart did not belong to another, I probably could agree with that. But unfortunately, my heart belongs to another. So I don't know. I'm looking at his bonds right now. I
None
pursue
of
wealth
us
to
believe.
secure someone's love.
None of us believe that, Garmin.
Well, why do you think I'm trying to acquire wealth? I must secure someone's love.
Because you're a greedy little shit.
I mean,
No.
you're not completely wrong.
We're not so unalike.
Well, I guess we just continue to move, back out of this.
So the way out is back through the Hall of Good and Evil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing
Okay.
I've got a sword of pure good.
Does anybody want to stop at the well to replenish their water supply?
I was thinking about it. You want me to let's see how that works. I wonder what happens if you drink from the well while not in this room.
Is it still flowing crystal pure clean water?
It looks like it. I mean, it wasn't flowing before. It was just like a water just sitting there pretty much, I think.
Stale water.
Yeah, like stale water.
Yeah, I'm just saying, no pain, no gain. That's all.
You really want to drink that water again? You don't have to
No.
go through that room again.
Yeah, I think we do have to go through that. Oh, maybe
It was a
not.
big circle.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, let's let us head out back to the entrance and back up the stairs to
Here
the world above.
on the road again. Okay. So you're able to get out. Nothing stops you from getting out. You get out into the town area again. Obviously, it's all ruins. And looking around, it's getting a little dark. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to suggest that we not quite run away from the town quite yet. I mean, we got here. This is the first thing we found. There might be other cool stuff that might be worth finding before we continue on to Port Obsidia. And this is probably a good place to set up camp. I mean, it's established ruins and lots of good buildings and places that we can
Kind of shelter.
spend a night pretty safely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good idea to sort of like camp here for the night.
Okay.
Maybe we could find something that had a little bit of covering for us.
Are there any buildings that seem to be still partially intact with no
Yeah.
signs of obvious activity around them?
There's definitely walls. You can't find a building with a roof that's still intact, but there's definitely buildings where like the walls are still standing because they're stone, but like the wood that was holding ceilings up for the most part is all rotted out everywhere. You're able to find a pretty secure building though.
That would be a safe place. At least there's only one way in and one way out. It's
Mhm.
easy to guard.
Yeah. I mean, I guess let's camp there for the night. I'll head into one of these walled areas,
Mhm.
make myself at home, take out my elvish banner with the sigil on it, hang it up on the wall for some additional
Nice and me.
decor. Yeah.
You know, put up some AC/DC posters, or what are you doing here? Decorating?
Oh, no, it's got to be Pink Floyd apparently.
Yeah, I mean, just want everybody to feel comfortable and at home in this environment.
As we're kind of looking around, Lee, for a building, do we see any other notable buildings, structures, or like buildings of significance, or staircases down into the into something subterranean? I mean, and do we notice anything that looks interesting or that causes us to say, oh, we should check that out in the morning?
Give me a perception check.
Good at that. Not today. Apparently I rolled a 7.
Yeah, no, you think that the temple was probably the best place to check. Everything else looks, I mean, all the buildings are pretty much crumbled. Like you can't really make out what a lot of the other buildings are. And so, yeah, nothing really stands out. Like, oh, I need to check that out. I bet you there's treasure there. Garmin's like, what are you wasting your time? Like you're in the middle of your search and Garmin's like, why are you wasting your time? We need to get to Port Obsidia so that I can be on my way.
Okay, well, you know what? You march along to Port Obsidia whenever you want to. That's fine.
The roads are dangerous. I won't travel alone.
Okay, well, your choice, your body, your life, right? So,
All right, so let's at least camp here tonight. Tell me what bad happens.
Garmin says he'll take first watch.
I can take the second.
I think Kat takes the third and I pick up the rear.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Don't do that.
Sorry. So, nothing seems to happen on Garmin's watch. And Paula, why don't you roll the d8 for me?
Ooh, I don't like that.
I suddenly wake up.
It's gonna be an 8.
Nothing happens on your watch. Cat, roll a d8.
Oh boy.
Pro tip: roll an 8.
1. Nothing happened on your watch. And how about Francis? What do you got?
A die 8.
Yep.
I rolled a 4.
Nope, nothing happened. So you had a 1 in 8 chance of something happening, and nothing happened. So you guys all wake up in the morning, and as you guys kind of get ready, you do see as you're starting to walk out along the trail, you see a small idol sitting in the middle of the road. Looks like
Is
it
this
may
the
have
same road we came in on?
Yeah, it looks like it may have fallen out of someone's wagon or their bag or something during travel, but you never noticed it on the way here.
So
Wait,
is it sitting
is
on
this-
its side, or
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
like it's kind of like a little 12-inch statue thing with a base, and it's like on its side.
so like if we had to use RBG to represent the statue?
Yeah, that's about the
it would be
size.
like this.
Yeah, and
It is RBG. In
and
fact.
it is just like RBG. It is a raging warrior statue.
Wait, okay, so is this on, we left the main road and
Mhm.
followed a path to get to this ruins,
Yeah, this is on the path.
and we didn't see it
No,
on the way to the ruins.
did not notice it. Nope.
So because I mean, Vic's gonna see it, and it's clearly fallen over. It fell out of somebody's pack. I mean, she assumes that she probably just, frankly, was not paying attention on the way in, which would surprise nobody. And just
Right,
missed
right.
it. So she's gonna say, "Hey guys, check that out," and she just kind of walks up. And if I have time, I'm gonna pick it
Garmin
up.
says, "Don't touch it." Why would you pick that up?
Wouldn't you?
I mean, maybe it fell out of your bag.
I didn't have that.
Yeah, but I don't know what you keep in your personal belongings.
Have you picked it up, Vic?
I mean, if I had time to, I would have.
So do you pick it
And-
up, Vic?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a 12-inch statue of a barbarian.
Looks like it. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Damn it, why didn't we drink the water?
I know. I mean, maybe that would have solved the problem.
Okay.
That's 18.
All right, Garmin got a 2.
10.
Hang on one sec. You got a 10, Francis?
10, Francis.
Okay, what'd you get, Vic?
18.
18. And what'd you get, Kat?
15.
15. Wow, nice. Okay. Garmin sucks.
Yes.
All right. So as you pick this up and you turn around and you're like waving it like, this thing's pretty cool. All of a sudden you see come from the side, you see 2 club carrying hyena faced creatures step out from the trees. Another behind them, not holding any weapons, but looking far more intimidating than the other 2, steps forward and starts raising its hands in the air. And it is your turn, Vic.
So, just point of clarification: raising their hands like they're surrendering
No.
to me.
No, the intimidating one almost looks like it's about to cast a spell on you.
Okay. And approximately how far away are they?
About 30 feet.
Okay.
In fact, the 2 up front that you first notice, they almost are like have exposed bones. It's almost like not a lot of flesh is on them still.
Oh, that's kind of gross.
Yeah,
I feel like they need to do something about that.
probably.
So I will actually, I kind of see them coming out of whatever the rubble or from a side of building or whatever it
The
is.
trees.
I just kind of laugh a little bit.
Mhm.
And I will go ahead and I'm gonna run forward to the one that looks like he's gonna cast his spell.
Okay.
And I am just gonna swing at him, in an extremely reckless manner,
Sure.
just hoping that I hit something. And I'm also raging too.
Okay.
So it just gives me advantage, right? Reckless attack.
Yes,
Your
but
advantage.
everything gets an advantage against you as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
All right.
It's gonna be okay.
So we've got 2 skeleton guys and a spellcast and a necromancer guy. Yeah.
It almost looks like it. Yeah. That thing that raised its arm is wearing hide armor. Doesn't have any weapons.
15
To hit? That'll hit.
Yeah. That is 8 points of damage.
All right. So you hit it. It doesn't hurt it too bad. And it kind of like gets in your face a little more and just like snarls.
Oh. No, bring it on.
All right. Come on, cat.
All right. I'll pull
2
out
skeletal things.
my short sword of pure good.
Which, by the way, is now glowing.
Shocking!
Yeah.
Super glad we had that to clear up that the things are evil. Let's see. 18.
That'll hit. Which one are you hitting? One of the bone ones or the non-bone one?
One of the bone guys.
Okay.
7 points of damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to do for my bonus action an unarmed strike.
Okay.
So that'll be 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
5 points of damage.
You kill the one. The one set of bones just kind of fall apart on the ground.
Boom.
And it is their turn. So the one is now going to attack you, Vic, with advantage.
Yep.
He gets 3 attacks, 1 with its bite, 2 with its claws. So it's going to bite you first.
Okay.
This is not casting a spell.
That's 22. That's true. 22. So then for 7 points of piercing damage. And you must succeed on a DC 12 con saving throw.
Oh. Got this. 22.
All right. So then you're fine on that aspect. All right. Now, 2 claw attacks. 21.
Yep.
For 5 points of damage. And does a 15 hit?
Nope.
All right. So that's it.
Okay.
And then the bone creature, the other one, is going to come at Cat, who just wiped out the other one.
Is he right next to the other one?
Yeah, on the other side of it, though.
So, but he's next to me also.
He's not within
correct?
5 feet of you, no.
Oh, come on. Okay.
What?
Continue on. It's fine. It's whatever.
I think he's gonna miss anyway. So, he's got multiple attacks also. So his bite is a 13 on the dwarf. Does that hit? That does not hit. All right. So then he does a club attack. That's a 12 to hit. So that's gonna miss as well on Cat. All right. It is now Francis's turn.
I'm gonna go guiding bolt on the big guy fighting Vic.
All right.
17.
Hits.
$16.
Ooh, nice.
Show off.
Hey Vic, Just do 5 and kill it, and then it'll be gone.
Oh, don't worry. He's got a lot more than 5.
Got this. I got this.
And you got advantage on this next one. He starts to glow.
Yes,
Perfect.
he's shimmering.
Ooh.
All right. And it is now Garmin's turn. Garmin is going to shoot at the knoll that's shimmering with his Eldritch Blast with advantage. And he's going to hit.
He took your advantage. Sorry, Vic. I tried.
It's okay. I don't need it.
Carmine's always ruining everything I'm trying to do.
So it's still going. So it gets blasted by this force, elemental force damage that like knocks it back. But, you know, and he kind of snarls again, and he's kind of angry, and he's kind of looking at all of you, just scaling the scene. And it's Vic's turn.
Okay, so I'm clearly going to attack, homeboy in front of me.
Yep.
However, I would also like to pivot myself so that I'm within 5 feet of this other guy who's attacking.
You can do that.
Okay. All right. So I got a crit.
Okay.
I got a.
You roll an awful lot of crits. A suspect number of crits.
It's the same die. Like.
Oh,
That's
so it's a weighted.
So
die.
likely.
It's a loaded.
You know
die.
what? If it is a weighted die,
She's a cheater.
the set that you bought for me. So
It's the metal die. Oh yeah, we got to get you new dice then. We can't have you.
Man,
cheating.
I feel like I'm gonna have a string of crits coming on.
I
real
mean,
soon
I'm
here.
also-
Wait till we play Tomb
had-
of Annihilation and she uses that die against us.
yeah, we got to schedule that game. I've rolled 3 2s already, so Okay. So that total is going to be is going to be 23 points of damage.
Nice. So he's hurting really bad, but he's still standing. I can tell you 5 hit points would not drop him.
Well, I'll get him the next time around. Don't you worry. guys.
All right, Kat. So you see your friend just destroy him with her longsword. Did you hit him with a hand axe too?
Sure did.
All right. So yeah, she hit him with the hand axe as well. What would you like to do, Kat?
I'm hit with my short sword.
You gonna switch over to him, or are you gonna hit the bone guy?
They're like equally close to me.
Yeah.
Has the bone guy been hit?
This one, no.
I'm gonna go for him then.
Okay.
16
That'll hit.
and 7 points of damage. And then I'm
Nice.
going to do my unarmed strike for a extra attack, or not extra attack, for my bonus action.
Yep.
14
Hits.
and 7 points.
Yeah, you killed him too. So you killed both the bone guys now.
2 for 2, y'all. 2 for 2.
So he just crumbles.
Dang, I wanted to do my fancy reaction thing.
Sorry.
Stealing my thunder.
Sorry.
Stealing my thunder.
But you get to get attacked by that guy.
Oh, do I?
Were you doing a reckless attack before again? Or no?
No, I can only do that on
Well, you're raging.
yeah.
You can do it on any turn you
but I
want.
didn't. So
Okay.
I didn't.
No worries.
I
All
was
right,
thinking
so-
for whatever reason it was the first attack, like the first round I could use it, not the first attack on my turn.
15 misses, correct?
Oh yeah.
You're lucky. That was the bite. 14. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, it does.
All right, so he hits you with his claw for a whopping 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then, does anybody here speak Abyssal? No? So in some demonic language, he's like,
What does he say?
I don't know. I can't repeat that.
That's a one and done.
Yeah, that's a
Because that
one and done.
sounded like.
Yeah, something like that.
Because I know what that means.
It means bring your best shot. So it is Francis's turn, by the way.
Okay, I am going to, in my most sarcastic voice, say, and I'm gonna smack him with my warhammer.
Okay.
I probably will not hit, but it's an 11.
Nope. Misses.
Oh, I mean, I critted again.
That's it.
Garmin's gonna shoot it, and he's going to miss. And then it is Vic's turn.
Oh, look, I got a crit again. I'm just kidding.
No, you can't.
That wasn't funny.
Yeah, it was over the line.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Now I've gone
It's
too
much.
far.
Too much, Paula. Too much.
No, when the joke is over, Paula.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
What makes you feel better? That die rolled a 7.
So you miss.
So yeah, that 7 is gonna end up being 13?
Barely missed.
Okay.
Would have been nice to have advantage, huh, Garwan?
Mm-hmm. All right, Cat. Oh,
So
sorry.
so it's still 7 damage on the hand axe. That one I rolled a 13 on the die, so that'll end up being,
Oh, okay. You said 7 damage?
yes.
Okay. All right, Cat. What you got?
I'm gonna take out the one guy because I'm just killing everything.
You could. You could be the hero.
21.
Hits.
11.
Yeah, you killed it.
Man,
So Cat
Cat
dropped
is
every
just
single
like ripping it tonight.
one.
I mean, everything. No kidding. It's awesome to have you on the team tonight.
You're finally
Nicole?
accepted into the team.
Finally pulling my weight here.
Finally pulling.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm the one who's completely whiffing on everything.
I mean,
so the-
I wasn't gonna say anything, but if you want to point it out.
So you guys find
Well, Vic.
Oh, sorry. So you guys find some hide armor that was on it. It was a 7 foot tall knoll, so it's a little bit bigger. And you find obviously these very crude clubs that have like little spikes in them that were on the 2 bone knolls. But that's about it.
And how many gems do they have in their pockets?
They didn't have any.
Weird.
They didn't even have pockets.
Look at no pockets. Are these all women we're fighting?
No, they weren't wearing dresses.
Girl pants don't have pockets either.
I know.
Where do we think they came from? And does this have anything to do with the idol? I still want to know what American Idol that we found.
So, looking at the idol, it is obviously it's a raging warrior. It looks like it's an idol of chaos. So you probably would have heard of this, Francis. Usually if there's like an idol of something, it tends to favor certain alignments. So for example, the barbarian who picked it up is very chaotic, so it didn't hurt her. However, if somebody who wasn't chaotic, say Cat, grabbed it, it probably would have done some psychic damage to her.
See, guys, I saved you. I saved you.
Yeah.
For once, me touching something worked out well.
So what kind of purpose do they serve?
Nothing really. I mean, in this case, it seems like maybe they were baiting you. Considering these creatures are also chaotic.
Well, I can store that in my pack for future use to bait other things.
Garmin tells you, why don't you just sell it when we get to Port Obsidia?
Well, you know what, Garmin, you're not going to be there. So
the Idol of Chaos has a DC 15 to disable. It affects lawful creatures which touch the idol. It's a DC 15 save, or take wisdom save, or take 2d10 psychic damage and be stunned for 1 round.
Do you already have that as an item? Or
I haven't made it as an item.
okay. Do you want to send me that?
I have it in my notes. I can show you later.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Idol of Chaos.
So when you say I'll do whatever I want with it, Garmin's like, whatever. And he starts walking away. As he starts walking away, he sees what looks like a bag that was behind a tree. It must have belonged to these creatures. And he opens it and says, "Hey guys, I think I found some treasure."
Oh, hey, cool. What's in that bag?
Looks like 12 silver, 7 gold, and 10 copper.
Oh, look at that.
All right, 7 gold. Awesome.
All right. So Garmin says, "All right, guys, let's go," and starts walking and leading the pack again.
Before we just take off, any idea where these guys came from? Can we tell which direction they came from?
They came from west.
Which is relative to where we're traveling?
You guys are technically heading southwest. So like, you're actually like Port Obsidia is far south of here. Basically there's like the Witch's Wood that's west, but you're not really close to that. You would assume they probably are from inside of those woods somewhere.
Okay.
There's also Swampfell that's southeast, but they don't seem like creatures that would be hanging out there. So.
All right. So you guys good with continuing to make our way to Port Obsidia?
Yeah. We were just going there to just kind of hang out.
No, you were going there because there was a scholar with information about the mines.
Oh, yeah.
About which mines in particular still had obsidian and that was about all the information you had.
So there's a scholar with info.
Yep, in Port Obsidia.
Cool.
You don't have his name or anything. You just know that he's in Port Obsidia. There's somebody who knows something.
That shouldn't be hard to find.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we can just ask around to the guy who knows things.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it seems like that'd be easy.
It is a large city, so it might be difficult, but
Cool.
Like a day or so.
There's plenty of taverns for you to ask around. You can probably find some seedy individuals there and give them some gold to find out.
We've already found seedy individuals.
We are the CD individuals.
So roughly based on where you guys are at and stuff, you would know you're probably still a good 3 days out of Port Obsidia. The rest of the day seems to go without really any problems or complications.
Except from Garamond.
I was going to say Garamond complains a little bit about how long the walk is, and we're
like really dragging his character in the dirt.
I don't know. So you get through a day. Everyone sets up watch again, probably the same watch as last time. Again, nothing seems to happen throughout the night. Next day, day 2, you pass by the outskirts of Swampfell, which is also a forest, and that's on the east side of the road. Again, nothing really eventful. It's a little creepy walking through there because it's such a dark forest.
What's it called? Swampfell?
Yeah, Swampfell. And so you're roughly a day out at this time when you set up camp. Basically, you'll arrive sometime the next day. Throughout the watch, nothing seems to really happen again. You're now no longer in forested areas, though. It's like grasslands, and you're starting to come across, the occasional farm and things like that. And you guys start making your trips through, on this final day. You're walking still. And the smell of fresh seawater lets you know you're close. The sound in the air, you can kind of tell you're close to the ocean. And Garamond obviously is very excited to get there. But all of you kind of feel like a sense of like about time, you know what I mean? 'Cause you've been on the road for a while. As you approach the walled port city, you do see a sign that says Orb Village of Port Obsidia ahead. You guys know Orb Village is the city is a 2-walled city. You have an outer wall and then you have an inner city wall that separates like the castle area from the outer city. All like the taverns and markets are located inside the walls. The only thing located outside any of the walls are just some farms, some, occasional homes, but they're not protected by any guards or anything like that. As you get closer to the wall, you see there's a small line waiting to get in. Looks like, farmers and stuff bringing some crops in. And
some tacos, sure.
Tacos, ooh. And you start going through.
I got tacos.
Where's my tacos?
Well, I got 2, so I think both of them came here.
I'm just kidding.
You feel like you're the only one who hands out treasure, but I'm sitting here minding my own business, kind of doing my thing, and I get treasure.
I know, I'm jealous. Paula, where's my treasure?
Well, you know what? Nicole was thinking long and hard about making tacos for everybody. Tonight.
Yeah.
But she's being a slacker over there.
Oh,
so.
okay. It's Nicole's fault.
Yeah. No, Nicole doesn't like tacos.
Gotcha.
Gross.
It's not gross. You're crazy. They're so good. They're so good.
Let's see. You don't ever have to worry about me stealing your tacos.
That's true.
I was telling somebody.
I don't have to worry about Paula stealing my tacos either because I got meat on them.
True story. I was telling somebody about you one time, Nicole, and I was like, yeah, she's a great person. I'm like, but she doesn't like tacos. So like,
Paula went on that you don't like a lot of food, that we were just like,
I don't.
what?
It's a very small list of things that I actually do eat.
That's interesting.
Mostly potatoes.
You don't like potatoes or you do like
No,
potatoes?
I do.
Oh, okay.
That's like the main thing I eat.
Well, Caleb disagrees with you.
I know. He can't ever live here. He wanted to come live here, but he would never survive because all we eat is potatoes.
You do a great job in Ireland. I hear they eat a lot of potatoes.
I make my homeland proud.
all right. Anyway.
So the wagons in front of you guys are slowly getting through the gate. Each, wagon is getting carefully inspected by guards before they are allowed in. And it almost seems like they have to pay like a toll to get through every single time. What would you guys like to do? You want to wait your turn, or what is your plan?
Well, I think we can pay to get in if we need to.
I mean, yeah, pay the man.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be inclined not to be a bit of a rabble rouser quite, yet.
They ask for 5 silver for each of you, and there's 4 of you, obviously, so 2 gold.
So when he asked for the 5 silver, I really do kind of hit Francis's arm and say, "Pay the man," and then continue to walk forward. But kind of as we're standing in line, though, I want to ask one of the other guys, the other people, directly in front of us or behind us in line. I just kind of want to look over at them and say, how come it's taken so long?
They don't have a lot of guards at this entrance.
Yeah.
This road is not traveled very often.
Just low on staff or something?
Yeah, you could say that. We're going into Orb Village, but, if you wanted to go quicker, there's also more people that come in through the Unicorn Burrow on the west side.
Unicorn.
Oh, I've actually never really been here before. what can you tell me about that area?
Which one? The Unicorn Burrow?
Yeah.
That's where most of the elves live. It's named after the giant statue that they have over there.
Is it a unicorn?
You guessed it. It's a little weird.
Maybe we should just stay in this entrance.
Yeah,
We're already here.
The Orb Village is fine. You'll be fine here. We're going into market.
When you get to the front of the line, I'm only going to give him 1 gold and 5 silver, and just tell him that we don't know Garamond.
When you do that, Garmin just stops and looks at you and just puts his hands up in the air and says, "Fine, whatever," and he pays his own way and makes his way in and separates really quickly.
Bye.
Hey, Garamond! You didn't say goodbye.
Do you want your idol? Your little statue?
So this trail heads right into market. And you can see straight ahead, like obviously there's a lot of smaller buildings in this part of town. There's clearly not a lot of money on this side. A lot of the buildings need routine maintenance and they're just not getting it. But straight ahead, you can see towering over some of these smaller buildings are like temples to different deities. You can't make out which deities from here or anything like that, but you guys would know of this as the West Cathedral district. A lot of clergy stay here. Monks are typically welcome here. As long as you can find a temple that kind of belongs to your order and things like that. And yeah.
Well, I guess I can hang out here with you guys, for a little bit in this part of town.
As you guys kind of are up near the market square, you see a sign. It looks like a little kidney bean or something. And when you read the sign, it says the Clean Bean Inn and Tavern.
Hey guys, that place looks clean. Let's go there. Are there a lot of different taverns around though, or is there
not in this part of town?
I don't know. Clean beans sounds a little too clever. I mean, isn't there something like the crusty wench?
As you say that to your friends, the guy next to you, who you were talking to before, he says, "Well, the Laughing Night Elf is over in the Unicorn Burrow if you really want to go stay with the elves. There's also the Nimble Dragon over in the Armorer's Burrow, but that's where like all the military guys go, and there's always trouble there. I don't know if I'd go there. But if you want something fancy, you can go to the Scattered Cod down in the Dock Ward near Dale Village."
Okay, so let's nix the fancy place.
For now.
I mean, I'm just being real. We also should probably not put me in with the soldiers because I foresee that going south.
All right, so we can either hang out with the elves or we can hang out with the clean beans.
Yeah. I'm voting for the clean beans. I mean, we can go hang out with the elves. I'm just saying, definitely going to stand out there a little bit, between myself and,
I think you all would.
Yourself and, the monk.
Well, and the monk, the dwarf might not be quite as welcome at the unenlightened elf inn.
Elves, I tell you, the worst. Present company excluded.
Yeah, no elves here.
Let's go with the
Clean Bean.
Clean Bean Inn.
Okay.
Maybe we can find something to drink and chat some people up here a little bit. Figure out our next move.
Excellent. So you push the doors open to the Clean Bean Inn and Tavern, and it smells like a pot of stew just comes billowing out. It smells really good. And we will end the session right there.
Oh,
Wait, is it better than Joy Krusty Leaf's stew?
Oh, way better. You guys are starving. You've been on the road for days just eating rations.
Love me some stew.
At least 4 or
Probably
5
got
days. So
potatoes
yeah.
in
Awesome. So yeah, that's it.
I'm guessing this might be a good place to meet some new party members.
It might be. That was kind of the hope. Wherever you guys went here, I was like, you know what? That's where we'll probably meet some new party members.
that's where it's gonna go.
So
What a great idea.
perfect. Yeah, we'll end the stream there. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, totally. Thanks
I
for.
liked it.
We finally had a session where nobody died.
Yay!
Yeah, nobody dropped. Garamon almost did down the stairs. I rolled damage for that, by the way, too.
I wasn't sure what you were gonna do with him. The fact that he stuck around and helped us was actually a bonus. I was trying to give you a entree into an easy way to.
Off them.
Yeah,
So
I didn't know.
Get rid of them.
if none of you investigated the hole, the wyvern was going to bite him in half, basically.
Oh,
Like I was gonna have him die at the hole.
so what you're saying is like basically I saved him.
You saved his life by throwing a rock down the hole.
Good
I know.
job.
Yeah, and then there was a point where I was like, "Oh, let me check his alignment to see if he would try to steal like this treasure back here, since he can't get the sword out. Maybe he'd try to steal the treasure." And then I checked his alignment, and I'm like, "Nope, he wouldn't do that."
No, there's no way.
So but yeah, it was fun.
All right. Well,
Us.
it was fun having him in the group, but
Yeah. Who knows?
On to
Maybe
bigger and
someday he'll
better
join
stuff.
up again. I haven't talked to him since he dropped. I should reach out to him, but I did tell him he was always welcome back if he wanted to play. So,
Yeah,
something
no,
never
Paul-
happens.
Didn't kill him.
Paul's cool. I'm just acting like a jerk because it's funny.
I was too.
It seemed like it. It seemed mildly humorous at the time.
I had another game where we had a player that quit coming, and I had a giant dragon just roll over on him while it was sleeping, and it killed him because it just rolled over on him.
Nice.
It was great. He was a dwarf too, named Spectre the Wizard. So, anyways, we'll end the stream there. But